Pallavi. So, welcome to Coffee and Catch Up by Indian Jeweler. How have you been?
All good, doing really well, enjoying the free time that one has been given.
How have you been spending time these days? I mean, are you sticking to like a routine, or like you would go to work on a normal day, or are your days more fluid?
Days are definitely more fluid. There is, and I'm actually looking at this time as a time that I can really pause, read more,
Right.
research more, study more, sketch much more than what I could earlier. I was sketching as a part of my life, but now it's like I can pick up a book, I can study it in detail like I used to do in the earlier days, and spend a lot of time doing that. But saying that, I feel like habits are extremely important. So
Yeah.
it's like putting your life in an automatic gear once you have good habit. So yeah, I mean, I try not drifting too much away from a schedule or a disciplined life.
Yeah.
But at the same time, yeah, I mean, it's important to give yourself that fluidity, that space to sort of innovate and sort of be impromptu about things that come up. But I think this particular time is, we've always asked for free time in our life to be able to do things that we really want to do. So I'm looking at it like that. And though I do have a very, a set time for my workout, and but I'm, just reading. In fact, on my table, I mean, I'm reading different things. I was reading about Gandhi, and there's so many different things. The spectrum of reading has increased, and I think that in itself is a source of inspiration and keeps you going.
Right. And have you been working on any particular collection? Have you been designing? How are you managing to do that?
So I had designed a collection called the Indian Rose. It's inspired from paintings of roses in palaces in Bikaner. This was during one of my visits, and I'd spent days and nights just sketching the flower and getting the colors right. And now I'm reworking on it with a lot more detail, the colors of the gradation of colors. So I'm working with the craftsmen who are at the workshop. They're not really doing anything, but they're just working on the colors. We're getting the details right. So, we do a Zoom call on my phone and their phone, and we're like, okay, we've done this. So it's lovely because there's innovation on both sides. There's free time to innovate, and also the rest is really important. With everything changing in the lockdown, I see that there are new norms that are being formed. So the concept of design thinking is coming in. I mean, this is a great time for designers to innovate because everything is new. It's metamorphosis. It's change.
Right.
So,
Okay. Uh, you know, uh, has this lockdown sort of changed your design philosophy in the way you think about design?
I think at this time, what is sustainable design is really needed. So, where you're thinking right from sourcing, ethical and conscious sourcing, buying, to taking care of every single person involved. I think any company which is at the moment thinking only of profits is not going to really last.
Right.
So I think the time is this is the time to think about Mother Nature, what nature has given us, and how we can go back and take care of her. Just the respect that we need to show back to nature.
Yeah. Also, when you feel creatively burnt out, what do you do to get back in track?
Change what I'm reading, maybe watching on Netflix, change what I'm, just change my schedule. What really helps me is sitting down and meditating. It's a part of my everyday life. Going for a run, my workout, those are things that are really important.
Another thing is, what do you think are some of the major design trends that are going to be prevalent after COVID?
Since we're all craving nature, You want to go back and enjoy that magic of nature, because we are nature ourselves. We are a part of this creation, this one world, planet Earth. So I think this whole connect back with nature is going to be a very important theme. Florals, a lot of flowers, leaves, you're looking at trees, birds, oceans, all that, whatever one-to-one connect you've had with nature, I think everybody's missing that. I definitely feel sustainable design, like I said, ethical sourcing, all of everything that comes under sustainable design, handmade products. When talking about this stuff, this is actually from Egypt, and I feel like souvenirs are going to be a very important part of us going back and designing. In fact, I was looking at the matryoshka dolls, the babushka dolls, the small ones that sort of fit into each other. And all of those things which are at home that immediately transport us back. I feel like there's this inherent quest for happiness that we all have. Prayers, like I designed this collection called the Wear Your Prayer. Prayers are going to be very a theme which is possibly going to gain momentum. I think crystals that heal, stones that are that do more than remind you of a peaceful space. All of those are going to be very effective inspirations that are going to be helpful to people more than just aesthetics. They're going to be a reminder.
The other thing is, what about consumers? Do you see them having like a distinct shift in their minds when it comes to jewelry?
Yes, I think people have been thinking about what they want. There's a lot more time people have had to think about what it is that they really want, and the decision has and will possibly be a lot more conscious. And conscious at many levels, not just aesthetics, not just. So I think maybe a locket which has a picture with your mother and you, where you can store a couple of pictures, might be more valuable than a really expensive diamond. I don't know about spending more or less. I haven't really seen a huge change as such. People who are ordering because they love that piece, and and they're thinking more about details, and they know that. I mean, now when we look at it, even when I look around my house, I'm valuing everything that I got. So I just don't want to spend my money on anything. I want to think about every purchase, and I don't want it to be unnecessary. You don't want to put that burden on the environment.
So, I mean, you've spoken so much about how much you love traveling, right? And right now we're all confined in our homes. We all want to, we're all thinking of that day when we finally can take a vacation, right? So what is the one place that you want to go, you've been dreaming of during this time?
Maybe the Himalayas, just go through the Valley of Flowers, sit down and sketch and admire the beauty, the beautiful, be with nature. I think it's much as fun. We're all craving to be with the magical nature.
What do you believe the one valuable lesson that everybody should learn from this pandemic?
Design is a very responsible profession, and we have to take responsibility that whatever you're doing has a good effect on each and every person there, including Mother Nature. The new term for luxury is authenticity, and I think that that is going to be a changing point, and a very positive changing point.
Right. Okay. So how do you like your coffee? Do you like coffee?
I do. I love tea as well.
You like tea as well?
Which both.
Right. So what kind of coffee do you usually drink?
I like my coffee with extra milk.
Extra milk. Okay.
And extra cream.
Thank you so much, Pallavi, for coming and joining us. You enjoy your cup of coffee, and hopefully we'll meet soon in the real world.
Absolutely. Look forward to seeing you. You stay safe, and you're contributing beautifully.